Ultrasonic cleaning. Quite often people get carburetors like this, seem to think, oh, just drop that in the ultrasonic cleaner and it'll come out looking brilliant. Like that. Well, mate, it won't. What you have to do first is you have to clean it. What? That's what I've got an ultrasonic cleaner for. No, it ain't. Dump it in a proprietary cleaner and leave it there for about a day. And then give it a proper clean with toothbrushes and wire brushes and all sorts of normal stuff until you get it really clean. Hey? No. I'll just put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, mate. Well, you're wasting your time. Because the ultrasonic cleaner cleans with sound. Ultrasonic. The sound creates waves within the fluid, and that sound creates a disturbance inside all the little tiny holes and the little tiny tubes and all that you get inside a carburetor. There's no way you can get to with your toothbrush and your paintbrush. So if you put a carburetor into an ultrasonic cleaner that's in this sort of state, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be contaminating your fluid with all this crap that's on the outside of the carb. Yeah, it will get it clean, but it won't be immaculately clean. But what you've done, you then contaminate the fluid, so the fluid that's going inside the carb, that's going into all the little holes that you want to be immaculately cleaned, is all going to be full of crap and shit, and you're going to have to be changing it on a regular basis. If you clean all this crap and shit off, then all your cleaner's got to do is clean the little tiny bits inside. So your cleaner lasts a lot longer and it's much more effective because it doesn't have to get contaminated with all that crap. If you do it properly, you could end up with carbs that look like that. These were a set that I did the other day. I'm really pleased with them because they come out bloody lovely. They were really clean before they went in the ultrasonic cleaner, but when they come out the ultrasonic cleaner, they look the absolute nuts. Because if there is any residual oil or grease on the outside that you haven't been able to get, it gets rid of that. And then the carbs are very clean. Let's have a go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we put something in it like that we haven't bothered cleaning, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out, when it's been cleaned before it goes in, and it comes out looking like that. Right, here you go then. Filthy dirty carburetor, one that's been cleaned. This has been in the cleaner and just used a toothbrush and paintbrushes, bits and pieces like that, just to get all the crap off. Right? As I was saying to you, if you get all the crap off manually, it means that then the ultrasonic cleaner hasn't got to be wasted or contaminated just getting rid of the crap. So what I'm going to do now, this one here that has already been cleaned, I'm going to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner on its own with fresh cleaner, and then afterwards I'm going to stick that one through, and then you'll be able to see the difference of the two when they're finished. Okay, put the clean one in now, into there, fresh fluid, and then give it a good going over. I'll probably give it 2 15-minute sessions. Nice fresh cleaning fluid. Topped up with hot water. nice hot water right up to the top. Don't need to fill it to the max because obviously you've only got an item in there. Notice the water is already discoloured, yet that item that went in there was clean-ish. So now let's give it a 15-minute bath, 15 minutes, and see what it looks like. Here it is then, just about to finish the 15 minutes. Right, so there we are. Let's have a look inside. Now notice straight away, it isn't that dirty. The water isn't that dirty. It's discoloured, yeah, but it's not filthy dirty. Why? Because it hasn't taken loads of crap off the outside, because there wasn't loads of crap on the outside. And then you lift it up. The carburettor's nice and clean, but the beauty of it is it's clean on the outside and it's also clean on the inside. That's the plan anyway. It's quite hot. And the good thing is that now that will have reached all of the internal passages, and it looks quite clean, doesn't it? Looks quite nice. Right, so let's give it a go now with the dirty one. So here we go then, the filthy dirty one. Haven't touched this one, haven't done anything to it. Filthy dirty. Look at the colour of the fluid. Let's have a look at the colour of this fluid after a 15-minute immersion. Lid on. 15 minutes on the clock. Away we go. There you go. That's the end of 15 minutes. Let's have a look at the state of the fluid. Oh, good. It's black, but it's not as black as what I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Not as black as I thought it was going to be. Let's pull it out and have a shafty noobry. Oh my god. Can you see what I mean? You can see what I mean, can't you? There's still loads of black on there. Loads of black. And it's contaminated the fluid. So that dirt is in the fluid, which is going inside the carb. So let's go and give it a rinse, see if we can make it look any better. Right, here they are then. This one was the dirty one. This one was the clean one. And as you can see, from this angle anyway, there ain't a lot of difference. Let's have a look around here. At this angle, there ain't a lot of difference. This angle, this is where the dirtiest part was. Now if you look here, I've rinsed this, given it a real good rinse, but there are still areas of contamination. There are a few bits of contamination, and you will justifiably say, "Oh, that's nothing, mate. It ain't really worth worrying about." Well, no, it isn't. But all of that dirt has gone into the fluid. All of that dirt is now inside the carburettor. So I think that it's better to give it a good clean before you actually ultrasonic it, because that way then you can get a better finish. And obviously you don't know what it's doing inside the carburettor. It's inside the carburettor, which is what you're using an ultrasonic cleaner for. You're not using an ultrasonic cleaner to clean the outside, you're using an ultrasonic cleaner to clean the inside. So, just my opinion, you should clean the carbs before you put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. The cleaning fluid lasts longer and you get a better result, I think. So there you go, that's hard facts. There you go then, that is a little update on ultrasonic cleaning. There is quite a few myths about cleaning carburetors with ultrasonic. The myth is that you throw it in and it comes out like brand new. Well, it don't. The amount of work that you have to put in is equaled by the cleanliness of the product when it comes out. Another thing which is also really important is what product you use to clean, because there are different products for different things that you want to clean. I'm about to buy a carburetor cleaner, special cleaner formulated for carburetors in ultrasonic tanks, and I'm going to use it. I'll do a video on it, and if it's any good, I'll show it to you. So I hope that's been of some use to you, and take care, see you soon, and bye.